Hello, good morning, and welcome to Stout Sunday. It's Stout Sunday, y'all. Porters and stout porters. This is the second Sunday of 2023, and it's the first Stout Sunday event of 2023. And I have a stout porter. This is a porter. It's called Leather Jacket, and it's American porter, a product of Charleston, South Carolina. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Porter Reviews. There's Leather Jacket. This was sent to me by TK. He's got a channel called Beer a Day with TK, and I recommend you watch it. It's from a company called Edmunds Oast Brewing Company. I don't know what that means, O-A-S-T. It's got some weird metaphysical thing on there. Now, do you have to be involved in metaphysical practices in the occult to run a craft brewery? That seems to be the case, but I don't think it's legally the case. I don't think that's the law yet. Anyway, you don't have to worship the devil either, but a lot of them seem to aspire to that with their evil beers. I'm like, well, I got some ideas for that. I bet you won't make it. Bet you won't produce that. Okay, I'm not talking about politically correct evil like these companies like to play around with. Anyway, getting back to this, 6.5% alcohol, no bitterness units, brewed and canned by Edmunds Oast Brewing Company, King Street, Charleston, South Carolina, named after King Charles. Not King Charles III, of course, but an earlier Charles II. Okay, has some sheet lacing. It's dark brown, nearly black. I got to put on the television later, watch the New Orleans Saints defeat the Carolina Panthers. It smells like a dark brown bread crust. Like literally, that's what it smells like, dark brown bread crust. It's an American porter. It's not exotic. Doesn't have flavoring added. It's not all flashy. I don't know why they call it Leather Jacket, but whatever. Sounds better than patent leather jacket. Well, that might be a specialty one. Okay. There's a little smokiness in it from the dark roasted barley malts. Yeah, boy. It tastes like dark brown bread crust. The body's low medium, really light body. And it has a mostly dry finish. On the sugar scale, 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. Not particularly sweet. On the bitterness scale, 2 out of 5 hop cones. Not particularly bitter. It's balanced, like I was saying in a video earlier that I recorded yesterday. Didn't post it yet. Talking about round beers, Schaefer beer. Schaefer Brewing Company used to have as their kind of their marketing strategy, they would always tout how their beer was round. Schaefer would say, our beer is round. You say round, look like it's, how can liquid be round? I'm trying to block out the glare. There it is. They didn't mean round in shape. They meant round in flavor. And if you watch some of those little videos from the 1950s, you'll understand what they meant. And this is like that. Jean-Pierre, happy Stout Sunday, feeling a little bit. Jean-Pierre have to join. He's starting to feel kind of bad Friday night. So he's kind of not really into it for our Fandango Friday. Although he did give a good score to Cruzan Aged Dark Rum, which I like myself, to tell you the truth. And I have a bottle. But then he said yesterday he was feeling like hell, terrible, and he didn't think he would join today. And I can understand that. And now there's his link. If y'all want to watch Jean-Pierre's Beverage Ramble, there's the link. Okay, now we'll see if we can do a screen share on the website. It's not much to look at, honestly, but we'll do it anyway. What the heck? Edmunds Oast. Company's only been open for 6 years. And remember, in the first year or so, it was like rudimentary. So really more like 5 years where they've been really rolling along. Now they got a restaurant and brew pub in Charleston, South Carolina on Morrison Drive. There's a brewing company and tap room where they brew the beer on King Street, where this beer comes from, this can. And there's the Exchange, a retail store, which it says they focus on small production wines and beer from our sister breweries and our friends. I don't know who their sister breweries are, but I might find out. Okay. So let's do the screen share, shall we? We shall. So there it is, Edmund's Oast, a trifecta of gustatory delights based in Charleston. I've never been to Charleston, South Carolina. I've been to South Carolina many times, but not the eastern part, really. I've been in the more western, hilly area. So I'm not going to read the about because I already told you it was 2017. So there's their story. There's the beers. Frequently asked questions, beers. Oh, how else this? I'll go with a 90. Put that in the banner in a moment. Yeah. Beers. The worlds that populate the beer flavor universe are so vast they might be infinite. Yeah. Well, they're not infinite. So they make a sour. And they said the Edmunds Oast leather jacket is produced occasionally, but less often. They're not too often. Sour guava mango passion fruit, extra special bitter. I like ESBs. Lost in the Forest IPA, apple cider donuts, blonde ale. Alt beer. I like some of those. Freeze Ray cold IPA. I do enjoy those. Hatchback blonde ale. Oh, that looks like a. I recognize that car. It's a. Oh, I think it's from AMC, American Motors Corporation. The Concorde. They're kind of sporty. Imperial Cereal Blonde Barley Wine. Bastion Brew Golden Ale. Studded Leather Armor. American Porter. Oh, okay. Kind of weird. Whole Bale Nelson Sauvin IPA. The Keeper English Dark Mild Ale. Commonplace California Common, naturally. The Angel's Feather Belgian Strong Golden Ale. El Avences English Style Pale Ale. Special Dark Lager. Barrel Aged Wolves at the Door Doppelbock. Well Worn Path Saison. Pineapple Sunday Blonde Ale. Old Puffery English Style Pale Ale. A Fistful of Foam Czech Pale Lager. That sounds good. For a few shillings more. Red Ale. The Bishop's Road Belgian Strong Dark Ale. Tribute Barley Wine. Edmunds Old Sour Fruit. And look how many. Up to 6 pages. So we're not going through all of that because who would want to look at that aside from myself? Fun. Get on people's websites and see all the beers they make. You say, wow, that sounds like a really boring life. Actually, it's fun to me, so it's not boring. See if it's fun, it's not boring. Something extra cold, blonde ale, out of the cut of the leaf Centennial Pale Ale, bound by Azathoth Imperial Stout, the Abide or Barley Wine. Let's see about this Imperial Stout. It's so light. Yeah, sure. I bet they got nose rings. Okay, just like the chaos beyond the void of space, the heart of Azathoth is black and penetrating. Deep aromas of the darkest chocolate and the densest caramel overwhelm the senses. Get your tattoos and then join our website. Texture like the center of a dying star provides no hope of escape for the palate of the uninitiated. It's an Imperial Stout / Stout. It's around less often. It's 10% alcohol, and that's all I got to say about it. All right. So there you go. Their website, extensive collection of beers. And I'm unanimous in that. If I showed you outside, you'd see a bunch of rain. It's a rainy day. We had 4 straight days of sunny, dry weather. Sunny, dry weather. 4 straight days. Now it's raining like crazy. It's a yucky day, you know? Old Orangey disappeared. Hadn't seen Orangey in 4 days. She might be dead. Now, some people say she went out and had babies. I said, out in this weather? But you never know with these cats, you know, these wild feral cats. She's a feral cat. She got tame to an extent, but I don't know. I can't explain it. It's not my cat. She just showed up here and hangs out here. I never claimed her. I just said she hangs around here. She thought it was her house. So we're going to score this. It's kind of dry. We're going to score it. Yeah, like I'm here with a bunch of people. I sent David Garlapete a link, but he might be busy. He's oh, believe me, he's got a lot of stouts. Fresh, like 2022 Goose Island barley wine. Goose Island barley wine. Sorry, Goose Island Bourbon County brand stout, 14.3. Oh yeah, but by the time he tries it, Donald Trump will be president again. Oh man, why are you aging all these beers? Why are you aging all these? Doesn't matter. It's his beers. Do what you want, but I wouldn't do it. Okay, 92 out of 100, A-, but still nice. Thank you, TK. Is it me or is it extra cold lettering very close to Coors Extra Gold? Yeah, I noticed that myself. They ought to file a lawsuit. But then why would they? They discontinued Extra Gold Lager. They probably don't care. They don't deserve it. I would try to find a stout in my cellar to join you. I mean, I could try to find a stout. Well, Chatty-O, do it. Do it, Chatty-O, do it.
What's up?
Uh-oh, here's David Garlapete from Louisiana. Now we got 2 Louisiana people. So you have coffee. Where's your stout or porter?
It's coming. You know, I just got my breakfast in about 30 minutes ago, and I'm having a cup of coffee right now. But stout's coming. Coffee's almost done.
Morning to you, Halo.
My
daycare.
My Starbucks cup. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to throw any logos out there.
But that's not Starbucks coffee though.
Nah, it's whatever's on sale and tastes good. Yeah. Yeah, you know, like beer, whatever's on sale and tastes good. What you got there, man?
I did buy the Aldi medium roast, and it's pretty good. Aldi, it's probably made by Folgers. You know, this is called Leather Jacket. It was sent to me by a guy who has a channel called A Beer a Day with TK, and it's from South Carolina. And I'm scoring it at A-, 92. 92. It's good. It's not spectacular, you know, like exotic. It doesn't.
The name Leather Jacket to me just throws the taste buds in a different way. It's like, let's just call it tobacco leaf or something. I'll be right back.
Just basic. What I mean is like it's just standard flavors. Good flavors though. Okay. Wings and pizza. I had the Goose Island Bourbon County Coffee Stout on Christmas Eve. Probably the best beer I ever had all year. You know, I haven't been buying the variant flavors from Goose Island because I never really was too thrilled with them. They were expensive. But they would never be as good as the standard, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. If you want to buy the variants, go ahead, go for it. But Ferns brought in this Coca-Cola flavored Bourbon County last year. I don't think they sold 2 bottles. They still got it on the shelf for $20.99, and I'm not paying that. So this year, when Bourbon County hit the market, Mathern's only brought in the regular one. I guess they decided we're not getting burned again, you know. I'll give you a minute, Chatty-O. So that's all I got to say. As far as promos, Wednesday we're doing Natty Daddy. If anybody wants to get a can of, if you find a bottle, you really be a hit. A can of Natty Daddy. It's been on the market 11 years. 8%. Yeah, I'm gonna drink it over a couple of hours after work out of 25-ounce can. I'm gonna drink half of it before the video and half during the video. Then Friday we got Fandango Friday. I still got 9 bottles left in my party bucket. And every morning I've been doing these taste challenges with the Quality House from Heaven Hill. Yeah, that thing's been tricking me up. I got it wrong 4 times, but I got it right this morning, so I was very happy about that.
Okay.
All right, so
I have returned my trusty bottle opener, bartender type. Anyway, I guess I'm on stage. So we're looking at something that came out not too long ago, and you can. I'm sure you had the time frame of this. I didn't. I got this at a really good price. I could not pass it up. So without further ado, I'm going to show we have the Guinness Chocolate Mint Stout. This is coming at 10% alcohol. I believe this was released last year at some point, maybe earlier in the year.
Yeah, 2022. I don't think it was only. I think it was only released 1 year. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Look it up.
This is the mint stout. So I'm assuming it's going to be very minty. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this open, see what it's all about. This falls along those lines of your non-nitro Guinness, which I find a lot more appealing than the nitro. There's just something about that flavor taste that I get from it. Texture, it's almost like frothy. I'm not a big fan of it. So it's got the harp on the cap. As everyone can see, there's a harp, which is also one of their beers, which is a lighter yellow one, or whatever they call it. I think they call that beer fizzy. Yeah. Let me do a little examination on this just to make sure that I'm giving some correct information here. This is coming in at 10.8. 10.8. It says aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels. So this is a bourbon barrel aged mint stout. Like I said, I got this at a very good deal. I could not pass it up. I knew anything over 8% is going to hold. So got lucky. As everybody else is chasing down those bourbon barrel things, I believe I paid $1 for this one.
Golly, where did you find that thing?
You know where I found that. I got my honey hole.
Oh yeah.
Say, shh. Everyone's listening. Shh. They'll be shopping at my honey hole. And Jefferson, yes. Just so happens to be a honey hole in the neighborhood, which is good for me. Which also, you and I were discussing the pretty good deal I got on the kind of off, but on the same subject of beer. Pretty good deal that I got on Bud Ice, which nowadays, you used to be able to find that if you're lucky for $4.99, a 16-ounce 6-pack. Now you're lucky. Well, in most cases, it's being sold for $6.99. In some cases, it's even higher. I was lucky enough to find it at $5.98. Also then in the neighborhood, so I don't have to travel far. Hence saving a little money that way too. So what do we do now? We just talk about the beer, taste it.
Yeah, the thing that's going on. Hold on, listen. The thing that's going on. I was trying to find a website listing, and then I remembered they never had a website for it. There's no. You can't. It was never listed on their website. They just put it on the shelf, and that was it. Okay, so
this is a variant of which one of theirs? The European one? I know there was several of them. You and I tried several of these. I don't know either. So
I just know it's made in. I know it's made in Baltimore.
Oh, it's made at the Baltimore plant. Okay.
Yeah.
Where the blonde ale is. If any of your viewers are interested in seeing that logo, I still have a box over in the corner when I got the Baltimore blonde ale. It's got the Maryland flag on it. It's got all those family flags and stuff.
Yeah.
So to me, this is smelling very minty. It's almost like when you have a really good scotch and it's got that kind of menthol-y thing going on. It's almost like that. It's almost like there's a little menthol, but
Right.
it can be the downside of the mint. You know, sometimes mint isn't always pleasant. So I'm going to taste this. Let y'all know what I think about it. It's definitely something that you would drink during the holidays. It's very minty, almost to the point of where it's kind of taken over any kind of barrel aging or stout itself. So the mint is very predominant in it. It does have. Now I did pull this out of the freezer. I stuck it in there for about 20 minutes to get it cold. And I think I got it a little too cold. Stouts are normally enjoyed at a warmer level, I believe 55 to 60 degrees on stout. This one's definitely cold. So I'm going to have to let this warm up a little bit. Appears as though our host, Jay, has taken a hiatus.
No, I was listening to you. I was listening to you.
Okay.
I was just grabbing something. I can hear you.
You coming to bring some logos?
Yeah, I was listening to everything you said. Actually, I just wanted to grab.
Yeah, it's a little too cold. Maybe I left it in there a little too long. So I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit.
Yeah, I found out. I found out about that freezer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I went from something that was dying to something that freezes in like 20 minutes. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, right now, what it's tasting like to me is a mint stout, which I think it's a little off right now because I'm getting predominant mint and not so much stout. So I'm not really getting the chocolate. I'm not really getting the coffee off of it. I'm not really getting any kind of the barrel aspect off of this, even though, and I was surprised to see it was barrel aged.
I think they're probably. I think they're aging
bourbon. What's
bullet.
that?
I think they're aging it in bullet barrels. Bullet.
You could be right. I don't normally gravitate toward bullet. I just don't enjoy it as a
yeah, because
bourbon.
Guinness owns Bullet. That's why I'm saying that Guinness owns Bullet.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense then. You know, with that said, yeah, I mean, sometimes when you say things, you know, it kind of causes the other person to think, okay, well, this might be that or this might be that, you know, and you sit there and you kind of your taste buds kind of take over a little bit. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's still a little cold. So, did you present yours in glass yet?
Yeah, I gave it a B. I gave it an A minus.
Can you show it, or did you already drink it?
I drank it, but it was dark brown. I'm drinking water now. It was just dark brown. It just looked like
a nut brown ale.
It was darker than that. It was almost black. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this one's kind of dark. I mean, it was one note. Light. Yeah, it's almost like Turbo Dog color, you know.
Now that Guinness beer you're drinking, to me, when I had it last year, when I had that Guinness beer last year, it reminded me of Andes mints. You know those Andes mints? They're like chocolate with the mint in the middle. Yeah.
Chocolate with the mint in the middle.
They're like little rectangle chocolates. They're called Andes, A-N-D-E. like the Andes Mountains. They sell them at the restaurants. Yeah.
The only thing that's coming to mind is those cylinder ones. They look like the blooms.
Oh well, yeah, that too. Yeah, those are York.
Like that
York.
that white cream in the inside of them.
Yeah, York.
York, yes.
That too.
Only ones I've been experienced with. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try this again.
All right.
All right, Stout's starting to come through a little bit. Still very mini. I would say they hit a home run with the mint. Not so much a home run with everything coming together. It's just a little too minty. And, mint like olives or like anchovies or anything that's really a robust flavor seems to take over any kind of a dish or any kind of in this case, a beer. So I think they kind of overdid it a little bit. They could have backed off on the mint somewhat. I'm not getting bourbon barrel. I'm not getting bourbon barrel. So now it does not say
Not a barrel either, really.
It does not say it was charred. The charred barrels. So, if they needed something to back off.
But all bourbon barrels are charred. That's the law, so they don't have to say that.
Well, these must be used and used again because they don't have much. It doesn't have much at all.
That might be true. Now that might be true.
Yeah. Now, if I had some, I know I had some at one time. Oh well, I don't. If I had some bullet, I'd put it in there, and it would probably bring the flavors out in it. Since we're almost positive that they use bullet barrels.
Yeah. Now,
So
Beer Advocate is giving it a B+. Beer Advocate's giving it an 89 B+. It says, here's what they say. Aged in Kentucky bourbon barrels, this was brewed with mint, then finished with cocoa. It's minty, malty, and oak and cocoa. It says we use dried mint in the whirlpool. So dried mint, I guess that's like a bag of dehydrated mint leaves.
What kind of mint?
They must use
peppermint, spearmint, chocolate mint. I mean, there's many different flavors of mint
that you can grow those in your yard, right?
Yeah, that stuff grows wild around here. You walk down the street, it's going on inside of someone's house.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of mint. That's a good question. Maybe peppermint. But it could be anything.
I would just judge it by what I'm tasting. It's spearmint.
Oh, okay. Spearmint.
It's almost like there's like a little wintergreen going on with it. So maybe this was designed for the holidays. Not peppermint.
It was.
It's almost like an old kind of mint. It's okay. It's not knocking my socks off. Again, I think the mint's a little overpowering with it. Maybe they shouldn't have used so much mint.
Well, I'm glad you got a deal on it, at least.
Oh yeah, the only way I would have bought it because I've seen the prices on this stuff, and what was this, like one of those $20 4-packs? I mean, it was up there, wasn't it?
$4.75 a bottle.
Oh wow, yeah, I got a heck of a deal, man. For $1, I got a heck of a deal.
Oh, I'd have bought as many as I could for $1.
I didn't realize what it was until I got it home. I thought it was regular Guinness. Went back and they were gone. So that's one of those places that got stuff. They always bring out things, you know, and they put like a mint extract in there. Question mark.
No, dried mint. Dried mint.
I have no idea.
Dried mint. The website says dried mint.
Maybe they put it in like some kind of like ball or something, you know, and they seep it like the old sup John, like the old tea balls, you know, where it's like that
probably
metal ball you put tea in it.
It's probably just a huge bag of dehydrated mint, and they dumped it in there and then filtered it. Okay, I'm going to show a screen share real fast.
Yeah, let's check it out. Cheers, John. Oh, so let me make this big so I can look at it too. Bullet bourbon. All right, well, that's bullet bourbon.
Yeah, I think it's probably really pronounced bullier, but you know, bullier. Yeah,
bourbon, bourbon.
French is probably bullier. Yeah,
bullier.
Yeah, bullier. Yeah, bullier. But
yeah, like that street in Old Metairie, everyone calls faggot. It's fago.
It's owned by Guinness.
They don't know how to pronounce it.
The rye isn't even from.
What's that?
Yes, bullier, but they say bullet. Let's see. People say
that
bullet,
rye.
but I think
that
it's
rye is pretty good.
But, I bought the straight rye recently.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I seem to kind of want to gravitate toward the rye myself.
I think the rye is from Anna.
You know what I think is for me? We can always get it at an excellent price, and rye is Sazerac. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. That stuff's good. You can mix it. You can drink it straight. You can drink it with water. You can drink it on ice. You can drink it any way you want to drink it.
18.
Sazerac.
18. Always.
Speaking of which, remember when all three of us and John came in to visit us in New Orleans, and we went down to the Sazerac house on Canal Street, and we walked around, got all those free samples. That was a good time.
Yep.
Boo. And they were our favorite word. Free.
All right, now, what are you going to free? Yeah, that's our favorite word. What are you going to score? What are you going to score this product?
I don't know. You know me. I don't give everything an A, which this is not going to get either. There's a lot of aspects missing in it that I would score any beer, no matter the alcohol content, based off the criteria that I see: flavor, mouthfeel, and how everything marries together. First off, the flavor is very minty. The mouthfeel is light to minty. Everything marries together, minty. So they were coming straight forth with this, and I as you can see in a bottle, it's green. It says mint. So, but one of the first words on top of mint stout is the word chocolate. I think they kind of got off. I'm not really tasting too much chocolate on this. It's almost like maybe the mint aspect is taken over. It's held together well. I remember we tasted this one back in the day, and it was the one thing that I noticed too is it was heavily minted. So with that said, I'm just going to give this a regular old B, and that's kind of upscaling. I really wanted to go a little lower on it, but I have to say it's not warmed up all the way.
Like
So
an 85, like about an 85.
it's a straight up B. If you could stick whatever number you want on it. It's just a straight up regular old B.
That's what a B is, 85. Now I'm gonna do something called promos right now, so hang tight. You don't have a channel, so you can't promo anything. All right, now, not yet. All right, so I'm gonna promo this Monday morning. No, not Monday morning, but Monday, sometime tomorrow, Monday. I'm planning to do another whiskey taste challenge, and I have a product from the 1880s. I bought this in Metairie at Dorgnac's. It's called Julius Kessler Blended Whiskey. And it's been around since the 1880s. And there's Julius Kessler's picture. And it is, 80 proof. It's only aged. Like?
That label looks to me like that old, like, here, we got something from municipal purposes, back when he used to stick cocaine and everything, selling to people.
Yeah.
This is
it's kind of like that. But I bought this at Dorgnac's. It's 80 proof. It's only aged 2 years. 2 years.
Is that a plastic bottle it's in?
Yeah.
No.
It's the handle. I can get it in glass. They sell it in glass liters. But
yeah, but the one thing I don't like about plastic is that it's very porous. So impurities can get in and alcohol can actually seep out of the bottle on a molecular level. And if you don't believe me, look it up. That's why I stay away from plastic.
Yeah, I know, but they had the best price per ounce with plastic. Well, that makes sense because it was cheapest. But anyway, this company got bought out Beam by Jim. Probably just a 2-year age. I think it's probably just a 2-year age Jim Beam that they blend in. Probably save money. But it tastes pretty good. I don't think it's really that dark. I don't think any whiskey would get that dark after 2 years. But they're probably adding caramel to it. Yeah, caramel. Now, the competition is from our friends at Heaven Hill. I bought this in Texarkana. Remember when I went on that trip to the mountains last year?
Yes.
I bought this in Texarkana, Arkansas. And it tells you it has caramel color and flavoring added. And it's
I can see your head through that.
I know.
No, bring it up close. There you go. Wait, stop. There you go. It's like a silhouette of your face. All right. Stop with the angry monkey look on your face.
Quality House. Blended whiskey with natural flavorings. It's from Heaven Hill. It's not sold in Louisiana. The weird thing about this product, it's only 70 proof. And it's actually illegal to sell whiskey below 80 proof. But I did the research and found out how they got around that. There's a way to get around that. So
listed as a liqueur.
No, but you're close. They list distilled tea spirit, a special spirit, and the category is flavored whiskey. So you can't sell a whiskey below 80, but you can sell a flavored whiskey below 80. All right, so 70 proof, and it was so cheap, $5.99. All right, now, but here's a serious product, a more serious product, and this is coming up next week. And this it hadn't been posted yet, but this product cost me $35, $35.
Uh-oh.
And it's
Did it break the bank? Yeah, I had that, but wasn't that called something else before? No. Wasn't that Crown XO something else before?
Crown in the cognac barrels. They finish it in cognac barrels.
Your computer.
And what's wrong? It's jamming up.
Yeah, you need more RAM. I think we had this discussion off camera. It's cheap. You can get this stuff for like $10. Pop it in there. It's probably gonna run a lot better. Are you freezing again?
I would. All right. This one is great. This is an awesome product. It's finished in cognac barrels. So if you want to try it.
Oh, I bet that's tasty.
Yeah, it's great.
That is tasty.
Best Crown Royal I've had yet. All right. So that's it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't have much to say. I mean, I don't know how to go past the discussions of what we normally do on reviews. So it's an enjoyable product what I'm having. Again, if y'all want to see what this is. 10.8%. If you like mint, you'll love it. It kind of reminds me like when you go to the restaurants where you get the baba ganoush and the hummus, where they sell all that stuff. You can get where it's like it's a very minty. It would pair well with stuff like that where they put like a lot of mint in food. Where you take the little bread and you dip it in it and you eat it. Baba ganoush and hummus and whatever else dips. This would go well with that. I was just a little disappointed in the fact that the stout chocolate wasn't really coming through on it. Could be because it's an older one, but it's always been in my experience that these older ones always hold up. So Wings and Pizza says Guinness Old Fashioned Inspired Ale is a tasty beer if you can find it. Recommend it. Check it out. But I would like to I think he put a picture up. Somebody by the name of Friar Tuck. Red label Guinness variant. Could just be an experiment bottle. Be something they're experimenting with, because in the United States market.
Yeah, it could be because one year they put out that fall red ale, Guinness Fall Red Ale. All right, well, and I never saw it again.
It might have been what was put in that picture that was just brought up. Okay. What's that? Am I breaking the rules?
All right, well, no.
Oh, because just remember, there's two things that were meant to be broken: rules and bones.
Bones. Oh, another barrel-aged version. Yeah, I'd like to try it. Yeah.
Oh. That's another thing to get. You really get the barrel bourbon. But, oh, well. It is what it is. They make them. Us fools buy them.
We'll be back. We'll be back next Sunday for Stout Sunday. John will probably feel better. And then Wednesday, remember Wednesday night at 7:20 Eastern, 6:20 Central. It's Examine Natty Daddy. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Go to Best Buy.